John Keeley from the NEI Media Team, coming to you from the Nuclear Energy Assembly in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I have the privilege of being joined now by the co-chairman of the Nuclear Matters campaign, former United States Senators Evan Bayh and Judd Gregg. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me. Congratulations, and I think the nation owes you a debt of gratitude for the awareness that you're bringing not only to the important role that nuclear power plays for this country, but also talking more broadly about how important it is to have a coherent energy policy. Let me just pose one question to you two, a fun one if we can. Imagine both of you are back in the United States Senate today, and you're on the floor and you have an opportunity in just about 45 seconds, maybe a minute, to address maybe that chamber's biggest skeptic of nuclear power. What would you say to that member of the Senate to try to persuade them to be a little bit more sympathetic to our technology?
My first reaction is it must have been a bad dream and I'd want to wake up. But joking aside, I'd say to that individual, most of the people who are opponents of the industry are also ardent environmentalists. And I would say to those, that senator or others, look, if you're serious about climate change, if you're serious about clean energy, you have to be serious about a vibrant, successful nuclear energy sector. Because if we start taking nuclear power offline, as they're doing in Germany, you're going to see CO2 emissions go up, and you're going to frustrate your desire about dealing with climate change. So a strong nuclear industry and climate change have to go hand in hand.
Pretty persuasive to me. Do you have another message, Senator?
Well, first, no senator speaks for 1 minute to 2 minutes. This is not the House. And let me just reinforce what Evan said. If you take the nuclear industry out of the mix, that's like adding 110 million new cars to the road, and the impact on the environment would be devastating. From my side of the aisle, most of the folks' questions would come on the issue of market. What's a viable market for nuclear power? And I think the critical point here is that you cannot set energy policy, long-term energy policy, based off of spot pricing. The simple fact is you've got to put in place the other factors which nuclear brings to the table: reliability, lack of carbon emissions, and the fact that over a long time its capital costs are very competitive in order to make a safe judgment or a good judgment on the economics of nuclear power. And if you do that, then nuclear power is very economical.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations again on the early success with the campaign. Everybody should be following Nuclear Matters on Twitter. Stay abreast of the campaign. These two distinguished senators are all over the country bringing this great message to you. From the NEA in 2014, John Keeley.